Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Keep Your Power, brought to you by Promise Resource Network. Let's see. Let me tell you real quick. Grant funded, peer run. Grant funded means everything's free. Peer run means that 97% of our staff, peer support specialists, people with lived experience, people who've been around. And what we're going to talk about today is friendship. Can be a tough topic. In the beginning of my recovery, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have, and the friends I had didn't like me anymore. Does that make sense? Because I wasn't doing what they were doing. So, what is friendship like? Somebody give me a definition of friendship. Yes.
Somebody to be there through thick and thin.
Somebody to be there through thick and thin. I like that. What else? Yes.
A mutual respect and love for each other.
Oh,
It must be mutual.
mutual respect. I agree. It has to be mutual. We've got to give and take in this relationship.
Somebody that you can trust your life with if you had to, and if you couldn't make decisions of your own, or if you were going through some kind of confrontation or something, you got somebody to talk to you and try to talk some good sense in you instead of telling you, well, let's go do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. I want somebody that has my best interest at heart.
Right,
Right. I want and I love what you said. Somebody's going to have your back.
right.
Right. Somebody's got your back. Yes.
Someone you can call on when family is not there.
Oh, somebody you call on when family's not there. You guys are awesome. Yeah.
Hopefully someone that has like-minded people. That's what I was saying.
Like-minded people. It's all here. Someone who accepts us unconditionally, helps us grow, supports us in tough times, and increases our ability to love ourselves.
Nice.
Because if in the beginning and even throughout my recovery, that self-love can be difficult sometimes, right? Yeah.
How about having a friend that separates themselves from being just an associate? That makes sense.
Yeah, we got different kind of relationships, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, some are just associates.
Okay, I want to just say something. The one that said 4 times, put your phone on vibrate. Her phone just went off. Yeah.
That's a friend.
Okay, so friendship, I believe, doesn't always have to be your family. Doesn't always have to be the ones that you work around with. It has to be the one that you always talk to. And if you can't find a friend out there, go out and meet friends, because it's very important to have that socialism. Because when you don't, you get enclosed in and depression starts kicking in, and you don't want that to happen, because then that brings down your mental status, and then we have to think about the next step and measure. So it's very important to find a friend, and even just go out to the library, go out to, I don't know, your favorite restaurant. That cash register person might be your best friend, because they're always saying, how are you today? What would you like? Would you like this or that? They know you. Everybody in your little community will always know who you are. So don't give up. You will find that very special friend.
I didn't find my best friend. I'd never had a best friend growing up. I had no idea what that was like. Anyway, so I had never experienced that level of relationship, that intensity of
Being vulnerable.
being
Closeness.
vulnerable and closeness and connectedness. I'd never had that before. And when I found my best friend at 52, I was hooked. It just melted my heart. It's something about somebody that we know understands us when we talk.
Speak the same language.
Speak the same language. Thank you, Porter. That's it. Singleness of purpose. People that are like-minded. Chances are our friends are people that have things in common with us, right? What else? How do you know when you've got a friend? Yeah.
For me, like it's people that lift you up and not hold you back. I always say that a group of people that don't lift you up, that circle could become a cage. And I had a group of friends, and I realized that in my life that my friends I grow, and as I grow, my needs and my friends grow. So sometimes like you said, you outgrow things. You have to learn how to let people go. Sometimes you outgrow people. Sometimes we had similar interests at one time in high school, but now as adults, we don't have those same similar interests. And that's okay. I really have to realize that it's okay to let people go and realize that was only for the time being. Everything has a time. You had time for that time.
We can have people, and not just family members that can put us in boxes, not just systems that can put us in boxes, but we can have people that don't understand us, right? The thing about my best friend is she knows me, right? She understands my mental health issues, and she understands what it looks like when I'm doing well and what it looks like when I'm not doing well. And that was so critical. Yes.
Friends most time don't hold grudges. You know, don't.
Yeah.
You know, you did XYZ to me the other day. Now we ain't talking. You know, but well, I don't know. Some friends probably do, but most friends I do, they don't. You know, they do.
That the whole grudges. You're right. They forgive.
Yeah.
What's it say in the Bible? Long suffering. Sometimes people have to be really patient with us. With me, anyway. With me.
Can I say something? Like even on social media, I realize the people that I have on my social media, those aren't my really friends. And I realize if I don't look for their acceptance and approval, I know who my friends are, the people that I have connection with, and I have a history with. People online, when that's my birthday, a million people say happy birthday. I have to realize that those aren't my friends. I'm not judging them. That's not our relationship. They're my social media friends. And some people, and that's okay. Sometimes I only communicate with people only social media, and sometimes that's the only place that we actually interact.
We can get good things from acquaintances, can't we?
Yeah, that's
People that we know but we don't really know. The lady at the cash register that always is so nice to us. Our
Librarian.
the librarian, somebody that comes here, not really connected, but still know.
Yeah, but you got to be people friendly.
Okay.
You got to be able to have it open for a relationship to be friends,
Yeah.
or recognize sometimes when you done been done so evil to, sometimes you don't recognize when you really could have a real friend because you're so used to everybody treating you a certain kind of way that's not good.
Yeah. That's it. We have these experiences. And some of the, when we open our heart to someone, and sometimes when that experience doesn't benefit us, it hurts us. It actually hurts us. Makes me gun shy.
Yeah.
I am sometimes afraid to get vulnerable because of rejection. Right? Yes.
Isn't being nice a job? Like you come to work, I gotta be nice for these little bastard kids or whatever.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, like y'all don't cuss. Come on, right?
We on TV.
Oh yeah, right.
Aye.
These little kids, and like I gotta be job for an hour of my day just to not get fired. And
that's it. Sometimes we've got to act a certain way to be people. People friendly. People friendly.
Yeah. I honestly, when he said that, it kind of threw me off. I forgot what I was going to say.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Okay, so since my divorce, I have a hard time making friends because I have a trust factor. I don't trust them.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And for me to open up, I think the closest thing I've ever opened up is here at PRN, because my family is here. The handful of people here I speak to, at least they know how I am, and just say, "Are you okay today? I'm fine." That's enough to make me feel okay. Just the simple greetings. I love that. When you don't talk to somebody, it doesn't have to be good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Just, hey, how are you doing? Simple hi it goes a long way.
Can make a connection.
Exactly.
My best friend and I started working out at the gym together. And the more we did chat with each other, It didn't last. Made me sweat. I was in the water too. It doesn't make sense. But we had something in common, and it grew. It grew the relationship. You got it now?
I got it now. It's without trust, you don't have a relationship anyway. So when you have a friend, a close friend, you have a lot of trust in that relationship. But with associates, they don't know all your information. They just know a little bit of what you're going through, that type of thing. But
Yeah.
when you have a friend, you guys share personal stuff. You trust them because you got that feeling. You trust them. So that's what I would say. It's a trust thing.
It is a trust thing. And that's what I've got to build. I've got to build that trust. I can trust you for a little bit. If you're an acquaintance, somebody I just know, I'll give you this much trust. I'm going to trust you with my vegetable oil order at the grocery store. I'm going to trust you to bring my mail. I'm going to trust you to show up to work. Right? Acquaintances, hold on, ladies. I'll get it. Acquaintances are people we just kind of know. Then we have friends. Friends are people we say hey to, we get involved with. We may go out and have coffee. Friends are good, right? That we may have, especially coming here, you may have several friends. And then there's close friends.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's a little different.
It's a little different.
That's when we're vulnerable. That's when we've got to trust. That's when we've got to do something a little deeper. And then we got best friend. You ain't got a snowball's chance in hell get away with anything. You got a best friend. Because they will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I know I got friends. I think I got friends, but I suffer from mental illness and substance abuse,
Mhm.
but I'm more substance abuse than anything. And I hurt a lot of my friends because I choose to do things behind closed doors, and I try to hide it real well. And I don't think my friends knows what's going on.
That's it. When we do people dirty, when we I don't know. I appreciate that because when I was out there, and you've heard this before a million times, you were my friend if you had alcohol, drugs, a car, or money.
Yeah.
I was your friend if I had alcohol, drugs, a car, or money. That's as deep as it went. You are my best friend. What's your last name?
I don't care.
Well, see,
I don't care. You're right.
I
You're right. Yes, hold on.
don't even
Hold
know-
on.
I don't even know if I know how to be a friend.
Well, that's good. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
For me, there are certain requirements that comes with being a friend,
Ooh, good.
especially a friend to me, because I need somebody in my circle that can talk me off the roof without helping me tear the roof up.
Yeah.
And I need somebody that's gonna be brutally honest. When I come with the bullshit, they check me on it and say, "Now you know good damn well you weren't gonna do that. You know you was gonna do that. Girls, don't tell me that, cause you know I know better." That's the type of friendship I need. I don't need somebody in my corner that's not gonna expect better of me,
Oh.
not gonna require better of me, and not gonna celebrate when I'm not hitting that expectation.
Boy, I like that. There are requirements. I got boundaries today. Not everybody gets to come to my party.
Yeah.
Right? And that's sometimes it's hard to identify what those qualities are. I don't even know how to make a friend. I don't even know what a friend is because back in the day, you were my friend, but I didn't know how to treat you. I screwed you over. I stole things from you. I disrespected you. Whatever it is, I didn't know how to be a friend. I didn't know how to connect that way. Hold on, yeah.
It's also sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got a real good friend. You sacrifice your time, and when you can actually trust them with your house, or trust them with your car, or your dog, or your cat, or your parrot. Caw-caw.
Swoop down.
So anything. I mean, it's sacrifice and trust. So that's that deep trust.
Yeah.
But that's why when they leave you or give up on you, it hurts so much.
Yeah.
And it only takes a second to damage, and it takes a long time to build that trust back up. It only
Yeah.
takes a second to lose it.
Yeah. We got to be careful, don't we?
And we do.
And it is time, talent, in cash if they got it. But it is. It is a sacrifice. I've got to give something too. I want to give my vulnerableness to open up to you, but it can go away really fast.
That's very good.
But it's a learning lesson to me when I do something and I get disappointed. What could I have done differently? It's not now. I'm just taking accountability for the parts that I played in it. And I really want to read that quote that I have.
Yes,
It
please.
says, "The true friends aren't the ones who make problems disappear. They are the ones who don't disappear when you're facing problems." I like that. You don't come when you think I'm going to something. I don't revel in my pain. Just ask me, what's going on? I just listen. And that's why the reason why I'm gonna make a decision, guys. I'm not gonna be coming to class anymore because I'm taking the warm line because I want to develop my listening skills better. I think this job is gonna help me, force me to be more of a listener and not a talker, so I can hear and not listen. So I want to do that's something that I think is very beneficial to me, not just for a job, but just for life.
It is, Porter. We've got to, there's a sacrifice from us.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. You know, one of the greatest gifts we can give someone is to see them and hear them. Right? Just to see them and hear them. Just to say, you know what? What's your name? What's your name? How you doing?
Okay, so I'm not from here, I'm from Arizona. And the two people that has given me the most advice about around here, how people are, what people do, are the two people sitting right next me, which is Althea and Josiah. Because I tell you, I'd be lost without them sometimes, honestly. So I'm grateful for the friendship that we
Thank
have
you.
going on.
It's purposeful, isn't
And
it?
see, for
Go
me,
ahead.
when you are a true friend, there's a protective mode that comes into place. Cause I can't be your friend and love you and care about you, and then Billy Bob over here is plotting, and I've heard about it, and I'm not going to bat on your
Yeah.
behalf. That's the type of friend I am, and that's the type of friend I need. I need somebody that's gonna say, "Hold up, that's not the friend I know." Now, maybe you need to tell her that to her face, and then maybe it won't be an issue.
To take up for me when I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
Wow. To take up for me
That's
when
what
I'm
a
not
friend
there.
is a friend. A friend is somebody that will support you when you're not there to see that you're being supported.
Absolutely.
See, because if you're a friend that's sitting in a room and everybody talking about me and you don't stand up for me, what did they say about you?
I'm scared.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, then you should remove yourself from the room. You scared. You can't be no grandbaby of mine and be scared to tell
You had my real
Who
grandmama.
can be aunties?
You adopted
That's
me.
what life needs.
Yeah, but I
Honesty. Honesty, brutal honesty.
You gotta have-
I gotta have one of those people in my life.
I got
I gotta have at least one person that ain't gonna take my bullshit.
Well, I hate it, but I done got more than one. So
That's
I'm really
wonderful.
kidding. I was like, one of y'all keeping
You
me on
can't
the
get
run.
away with
I
shit,
can't
can
get
you?
away with nothing.
Right.
Like,
But
They just-
And that's good.
the
That's
bad part
good.
about it is I don't have to say anything. They can look at me and be like, no, I see that light bulb.
That's
No,
it.
shut it down.
That's it.
That's when you know that they're in tune with you and the things that you feel. If it's not a reaction where they can feed off of it, that's not a friend, because that means one, they ain't paying attention. And if you're not paying attention to the characteristics of your friend, when certain things that are derogatory come up,
Wow.
it just bypasses.
I've got people not only that will tell me the truth, but will tell me when I'm in trouble
Yeah.
because of my behavior.
Yeah.
There's a certain way I act when things are about to go bad,
Mhm.
and my people know that. I got 5 people, but I got 3 people that know me well enough to help me if I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm a person with mental health issues. I can get in trouble quickly. So I want people around me that can say, Sharon, what is going on? There seems to be something that is bugging you. Can you talk about it? Can you Can we talk about, can I listen?
Mm.
Can I listen? That's the key. So you said, I don't know how to be a friend. I
I
feel that.
don't. I really don't.
Because those of us that are registered assholes like me. I got the card in my wallet.
I'm professional.
I'm going to pass.
I mean,
Can have a history of hurting people.
I'm mean. as
Right?
hell.
Hold on.
I'm mean.
I can be mean too. Everybody can be poke the bear. Don't poke the bear because the bear come out. Right? And I want people to know me well enough, first of all, to protect me if somebody's harming me. At least bring it to my attention, because sometimes I don't even know I'm being harmed.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm so used to it. Somebody to say you're worthy today. You're worthy of good things. Right? I want to say that too. I want to say that to somebody, mean it, and have them embrace that. That's what friendship is to me. Tell me. Tell me.
So I'm a caregiver. I come in and I have to show my trust in front of each and every one of my patients. No matter what their problems or health issues are, I come in, I greet myself, and I continue on to know how they are on my first day and stay at that stable moment for each time I come in. That's what I'll do with this client. Because if I do something differently, they may not trust me. So it's a trust factor between two people. So that's how I build my relationship with my patients. But then when I leave, I have to go back to my two moms and just say, hey, I've had a rough day.
I'm tired. I'm tired. It's a certain skill set, right? You got something that helps me. If we're in a relationship, it is a need thing. I help you with your needs. You help me with my needs. We figure all this shit out. And I gotta know what you need in a friend. And I've got friends that are nurses. I've got friends that are contractor. I got a mechanic friend. Everybody has a job, right? A purpose. But I have a purpose in their life too, right? It's a skill set. We got to learn how to do it. I had to learn how to be a friend,
Yeah.
right? And then I had to practice. Yes, sir.
So everybody, like individually, they have a part to play, but together it's like you become a whole.
Yeah.
They're all like an individual part to make like a healthy whole. So it's amazing because that's just how these buildings hold together, because they have all these. They're all in synchronicity. So that's a beautiful thing when you synchronize with someone that's really a friend.
Boy, it is it's a dance when you got somebody, and it's so cool
Yes,
because they're in rhythm with you.
exactly. It's like ants, how they
Yeah.
work together and they get jobs done. So it's really beautiful.
Yeah. You get somebody close that door. They're so loud in there. Thank you. That was the dance of friendship, the give and take, my needs and your needs. Hold on, who else? Come on, somebody.
I got
Be
it.
a friend.
Be a
Ivanka,
friend. Yeah.
I wanted to tell Ivanka, she was saying that she was mean. I had a girlfriend and still have her that was mean, angry to everybody, but she wasn't mean to me. But what I realized was that she really wasn't that mean person. She put that persona out there because she wanted to keep everybody at bay,
Yeah.
because her heart was so golden. She couldn't trust enough to let nobody do it. It'll come in time. You still might be a mean old booger. If somebody ain't gonna like you, that just means that sometimes you gotta scale back what you bring to let somebody show you what they'll give. Because it's a give and take. You're gonna be all right.
It is. It
You'll be
is.
all right.
We
So mean
learned.
self.
Mean book.
Well, we have that.
everybody
Back
has
in
that.
the day,
It's a
we
natural reaction to block and block. And you're not doing it because you hate somebody. That block is because I gotta protect me.
yes.
Your mind will help save your heart some pain
Ooh,
when it can.
Yeah.
Especially as a child growing up in certain situations, your body is wired and your mind is wired to, I need to not feel this. I need to block this because can't deal with it yet. It might be 30 years from now, and it'll take you back to when you was 5 and somebody put you out in the rain and wouldn't let you come home, but you never could figure out why I'm so scared of the rain.
Why am I so scared of that vulnerability?
Yeah.
Why am I that trigger?
Yeah.
And when we
It's
meet
called a life
someone,
trap.
there's an automatic judgment.
Yeah.
You know, I can say I'm not judgmental, but we assess. We take a look at what this person has to give
Yeah.
and what I have to give to this person.
My friends call me the sifter. You know, when you sifting flour, you pour it in a container that has a net to it, but as you do it, the particles separate that shouldn't be in it. And they say that's how I am when it comes to a friend, because I want you to scrutinize me as your friend, because I'm gonna scrutinize you.
See
Because
that?
see, I can't just have you tagging behind me.
Yeah.
Because I've learned one thing in life, that you can count your friends on your hands. And if you have more friends than you got fingers, you might want to reevaluate the people around you. Because your friends gonna be there from the ups, the downs, and the in-betweens. They know stuff that you don't even tell your siblings. That's a connection that you can't get back once it's destroyed. So you want to cultivate it. The only way to cultivate it is you got to be open enough and willing enough to take the risk to say, okay, well, you don't like it when I cuss. Let me not cuss when I'm around you. If I can take the strength to not cuss around you, then that means I can not cuss around somebody else. And that's where you see where the friends you have, you complement each other. You don't want to be one of those places and you with your friends and they say, well, why in the world is she with that nut? You know, because they know the nut that they don't know. Because I saw you and I know why you was a nut, but you ain't a nut no more. But see, when you was a nut, you crossed
Don't
so
call her
many
nut.
people. No, but I'm saying,
Yeah, go
when
ahead.
I say nut, I'm not talking
Yeah.
about mental.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your actions
Yeah.
Yeah.
show that you do not care, and it's all
Oh.
self-serving. That's what I call a nut. Because if you have any sense in your life, you know you don't live alone. You might go through some things, but when you have people that follow and carry you as you go,
Uh-huh.
that's a experience you can't get back. So you have to cultivate that. It's like a flower. You got the prettiest flower in the garden, but if you don't water it, guess what it's gonna do?
It's gonna die.
That's it. That's
Um,
it. It's like growing, and I always give this example. You plant a seed, it's got to break open.
Yeah.
It's got to take that risk.
Yeah.
It's got to take that risk to go through the dirt.
Yeah.
What comes next? Manure. But that's okay. I'll go through
Yeah,
the
I
shit. But if I got my friends, my supporters around me, I can get to that place where I'm going to bloom.
Yeah,
Where I'm going to be the best me.
you know, even when you get low at a place in your life, your friends that have been there for the long haul, they know what you're going through.
Yeah.
Some of them might even have been through it themselves. But as a friend, I can't tell you what to do, but I can say, you know what, I can't change it, but I'm here.
Yeah.
That's all
I'm
I
here
need to be.
today.
All I need to do is be here. If you can be there, that's all you need to do. Sometimes it's like when somebody dies and you say, I don't know what to say to them. Don't say nothing. Just show up. I tell people all the time, they might not remember who all came, but you sure remember everybody that didn't come.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
You better
it.
preach.
That's it. There's a standard. And
That's
I want to take that risk.
Yeah.
I want to be able to connect with someone. I want to be able to have that support network that when things are not going well, I can tag somebody, help me.
Yeah.
Come stay with me tonight. I'm not feeling my best and I'm very anxious. Can you come over and hang out with me? It's that month and you know I have a hard time this time of year.
Yeah.
And you check on me once a week. Those are things that we can do with friends. Those are things we can do with
Yeah.
friends. That we can have that expectation
Yeah.
of a friend.
I'll tell
What
you-
else? Yeah.
I'll tell you a little story. My dad and my grandmother, which is my mom's mother, made an agreement. Now she has a fear of thunder and lightning just like I do. But at that time, she told her story that when she was ironing, that iron went across the room. And ever since then, every time there's a storm coming, she deliberately has a chair in her walk-in closet. She calls my father, and my father has to go over there and drag her out of the closet just to talk to her, and them two became friends.
Yeah.
I mean, right off the bat. And he says, if I don't come over there and help her, your grandmother's gonna hide in a suitcase or something like that. So he says, I made a deal with her, and we've been friends, and we've been doing this deal for a long
I
time.
like that.
So since my grandfather passed away, that was his job, to come over and be friends with my grandmother. I wondered why my dad disappeared during the thunderstorms and
Yeah.
stuff. Because he came over as a friend to help her. And that helped encourage her to keep moving forward.
To meet her where she is.
Thank you.
And isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
To be connected enough with someone to understand the fears and the anger and the depression. To be able to say, it looks like, it seems to me, maybe I see, we want to share that. We want to share that with people. I've got a friend that I talk, we know what to do. When it storms, and there was a tornado warning, and she was in her closet, and I was talking to her through that. You know, and that's what friends do.
Yeah.
We help, we surround, we lift up, right? Yeah.
Do y'all remember that song by New Edition? It's Can You Stand the Rain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. Like, I know you're gonna be there when the sun is shining, but
Well,
can
what
you
about
stand the
rain?
rain? Yeah, it's like when the storm comes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when the storm comes, do I have those people? I'm sorry, Porter, I missed you.
Yeah.
Do I have those people in place that, can you close the door, please? That are there for me, Porter.
For me, like sometimes I can be the best friend to everyone else, but I'm not that same person to myself. I've learned how to be that same person that I want to be for somebody else. Be that to me. Be dependable. Love me because I can make everybody laugh. Make me laugh because I can have such negative talk to myself and not treat everyone like I treat everyone else. I don't treat myself like I treat everyone else. I make sure that you're seen and heard, but I don't see and hear myself. So I gotta make sure I do that so I know how to be a friend to myself, so I can know how to be a friend to you. I can't be harming myself and being nice to you. That's not good to know. That's not beneficial to me. If I'm pain and hurting and I'm trying to lift you up and I'm hurting, no. I gotta make sure that I treat myself the same way I want you to be treated.
Oh, I like that. I got needs too. Please help me.
Yeah, I gotta
That's
make
one
sure
of the. Go ahead.
my cup has gotta be full so I can give to you. Or else like without my cup is not gonna be worthy of you.
That's right. Yes.
I gotta like, as far as being a friend, I'm kind of tough on myself, so I gotta, try to be like easier on people. I'll be like, I'm alright. Oh, it's alright. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta do myself, but everybody ain't just gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? You saying you're gonna be alright might make it worse. You know what I mean? So I gotta, start. Being more empathetic, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, meet people where they at, you know what I mean? Catch the vibe, try and get on, get what you need, give them what they need to hear, what they, feeling and vibe that they need to have.
We need to learn people, don't we?
Yeah.
We need to learn what our friends need so we can help them in their hour of need. Excuse you. Oh, come and join us. Anyway, here's some tips. I always got tips. Feeling good. Good friends say nice things to each other. Me, keep it on me. I got tapes in my head. I got things that I say to myself still that aren't productive to my recovery. Right? I've got friends that will help me reprogram my brain. Because they say good things to me. They say good things. But you know what? I call them when things are good too. You know what I mean? I got friends that they call I got people that they call and I'm like, all I ever hear is the negativity. I can't deal with that right now. But there are friends that tell me good things. got good times and bad times, but they share what's going on all the time. Yes.
Yeah, as you have an honest time being, you hang out with them, say, hey, you call them up, say, let's go play, go to the park or something.
Yeah.
Moving is builds your endorphins anyway. So, hey, let's go do something. Let's go to a mountain, climb the mountain or something that will help get your mind off of what you're experiencing. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it is. It's an amazing thing to have a friend.
Mhm.
And that connection, that exchange of energy. Yeah.
Right.
I think one of the hardest things is identifying needs.
Okay.
And one of the most valuable lessons I've learned is that you have to be able and willing to tell people what your needs are. And that's, I struggle with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same. Like, I treat other people better than I treat myself. And I have tapes that play.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually realize I had tapes that played until I was in a relationship with someone who I thought was my friend, who I realized was saying very awful things about me behind my back, and I didn't know for 2 years. But there was a person who I had spent time around, who kind of became family to me, who kind of took me aside and said, hey, how are you? And I said, I'm fine. I'm good. And she said, so what did you tell me again when you found out that this was going on and that, he was gossiping about you and all this stuff? I said, well, I understood. And she said, why? And I had never asked why.
Wow.
I understood. And it was because that was the pattern in my life. My own mother gossips about me. So that was comfortable to me.
Yeah.
It was the norm.
It's all I know. And to have a friend was a new experience for me, because I didn't know how they worked. I didn't know what you did with them, right?
Yeah.
What do you do with a friend? You drink. What do I do
Like
now?
she said, I don't want somebody following behind me. I want somebody who's going to tell me to my face, and that ended up in my relationship. That was my thing. If you have an issue with me, please tell me.
Yeah.
Don't go tell everybody else, because I can't do anything for you if you're telling them.
And that's when that breach of trust happens.
Yeah.
That's when the friendship is really in danger, when I put someone in a place that's not safe, whatever that looks like. So we celebrate the good times.
Yeah.
I want to celebrate the good times with my friends. We support each other. Good times, bad times, up and down, party and funeral. We show up. Who said that? We show up. That's it.
That's it.
If you want to help someone, show up.
Just show up.
Just show up.
Don't you
That's
gotta
the
say
biggest
nothing.
thing.
Just the vision of seeing somebody there besides yourself is all that's needed.
Yeah.
I think I learned that through the deaths that were in my family, because the one thing about death in the family that drove me crazy, and all of my true friends knew that. I'm sorry for your loss. I know how you feel. You don't know how I feel. Don't talk to me.
I mean,
How you know how I feel?
That's
I'm
it.
mad because I didn't finish cussing them out, and I don't feel so bad that they're gone. Do you feel like that? That's how my mind would go. So I got to the place where I was like, I ain't even going. I'm going right when the service starts. I'm going right when the service starts. And I wear hats all the time. And I learned from my life traps that you do certain things in your life to deter stuff. A good wide brim hat will keep somebody at bay.
Wow.
I went to a service. I don't like white. I own a white dress. Now I see why I wear my hats, and I don't be bothered, because everybody's makeup and everything. And I'm saying, half these people, they were ugly before they put that makeup on. That's what my mind is at. Because your mind goes a little bit up everywhere when you're grieving, because you're trying to put everything in place of not feeling. My girlfriends wouldn't let me ride with them. They was like,
Uh-huh.
look, don't bring the bull. We will come up on the front row and snatch you. You hug your cousin. I know you don't like her, but it ain't about you. It ain't about her. It's about celebrating that life. And that's what we're doing. Don't make me come for you. They would even view their body and look over at me like,
Celebrate. I
we
like
got
that.
this right here. We know this right here means, okay, if you want me to act stupid in here, you know, us friends, we will act stupid. Once you know that your friends will hold you accountable,
Yeah.
part of you is mad, but for the
Yeah.
most part, it's woman first because you say, oh, look at her. She is not fair with me. And it's funny to you because you say, you know what? For a long time, I didn't have that.
Yeah. I didn't have that connection with somebody. I
The
didn't
friends
have
that I
somebody
have
that
besides
knew me.
these two, all of my friends are people that I grew up with from kindergarten through.
Yeah.
These are only two newcomers. That's it. My circle is small. I tell people all the time, when I'm in one of those moods, my girlfriend used to get mad at me because I say my circle is gonna die. Ain't nobody in it but me. And they're like, that's bullshit. You just called me last week with that shit. Bring your ass over here.
Uh-huh.
So they'll call the other and say, look, we got a code 3. We have
Code
different
3.
levels.
Oh.
We, along with, we have a group where we can vent. But you know, in the vent, nobody's going to answer. You just get to put it out there. So we have different levels for different things.
Yeah.
Like level 1 is somebody's baby is coming, so we know which one. And they call that code 3. That means if you ain't gonna get fired, get off the job. You need to meet us. This is serious. This
I
is
love that
so
because
but we put that in place because everybody needs to be on the same page with it.
Right.
there's a RAP plan. Does anybody know what a RAP plan is? Wellness Recovery
Yeah.
Action
Oh,
Plan.
oh,
Good
no.
deal. It is about, one of the things it talks about is who are the people that show up. This is what you do. When I am in crisis, when I'm about to go into crisis, there are people that will say, Coach it.
Yeah.
When when I'm festive, they'll call it code 3. They don't call it that, but shit, you going, So, but they gather around me. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. Sometimes what I need the most, sometimes what somebody needs the most from me is for me to shut up and listen. The greatest gift we can give is to listen. It says, love the differences. I don't have to be exactly like my friends. We have similar interests. We may have a cultural background experience. We may have come from the same place. Whatever it is that connected us initially, we can love that difference. You know, we can love that difference. But they always say in marriage, whatever you thought was cute, a couple years later ain't cute no more.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah. Be a trustworthy friend. Good friends are not judgmental. They keep private information confidential.
Yeah.
That's our Vegas rule. And maintain respect and respectful boundaries.
Yeah.
That's important, even with my friends. There's a line. There's a line. I need you for this. Please don't step over in this area. Right? Give them your time. Make sure that you're giving back to that connection.
Yeah.
Sometimes we start really slow with people. We start at the acquaintance level. Then they may become a close friend. The lady at the store, I may talk to her. We might go out for coffee. A different level. Well, she may be somebody I really connect with. Maybe she could get to be a close friend. I test her out. I see how she is. I set some boundaries. I allow her to know how I work, what my vulnerabilities are. It says, two more, create a community, that sharing community. Those are my people. They surround me when I need to be protected, even from myself.
Yeah.
And the last thing is quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Right. When I have time with my best friend, it doesn't have to be long, but it's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep. I didn't find my best friend till I was 52. Don't give up. They're out there. But you gotta grab a hold. You gotta give people a shot. Right? Just allow some people real quick.
One thing I can say about you, Miss Sharon,
Uh-oh.
even when I'm having a rough time, you always answer the phone for me. I mean, even when you find me in relapse mode, you know, you will call, you will say, I mean, I remember times when I used to be at the plaza and I'd be stone cold in a coma. She took me to Novant several times to go detox.
That's cause you ain't. I ain't scared of your me. Your me don't scare me because I know your heart.
Yeah,
We allow people to begin to know our heart,
yeah.
which is scary.
Yeah,
It's scary to be vulnerable. It's
Yeah.
scary.
yeah.
But that's the key to
Yeah.
give and the take, the showing up,
Yeah.
the shutting up and
Yeah.
listening. These are all. I don't know. They can be easy things.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're really hard though.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sometimes to give that trust to somebody that I'm going to be your friend. Will you be mine? Because sometimes it only goes one way.
Yeah.
Right. So we want to be careful. We want to be careful who we pick.
Yeah.
We want to be careful who we keep.
That part.
And we want to be careful. Just love everybody. I was going to say, you got to be careful who you love. Just love
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, you know, for me and my girlfriends, that right there is funny because I was saying it joking, but I really meant that shit. They've called every situation, and I'm like, y'all know so damn much. Why y'all didn't know that boy was crazy and was gonna do something to me? They was like, well, maybe if you would reach out more and
Maybe if you
get
would
out of
listen.
yourself. I said, what do you mean? She said, one friend said, look, let's put it on the table. I'm gonna tell you why we didn't say nothing. Cause you didn't listen to nothing we said. Cause you live here. And we
That's
just
that.
want-
I got to be. Let's
we
get off
just like-
relationship.
I'm like, I know you didn't just say that. She said, look, you want the truth?
Will tell
you
me
want
the
me to
truth.
sugarcoat it.
Will
So
tell
they're
me the
like,
truth.
today is not a sugar day. That's what we tell each other. Today is not a sugar day. If you don't want the brutal truth, don't call Faye because she ain't got no sugar. We told her we was gonna buy her sugar for Christmas because she's the one friend that keeps it A100 at all times.
Yeah. It's hard to take that sometimes, but it's real.
But we're so used to it because
Yeah.
you're talking about 40-something years of being called on your stuff by that same person. And what infuriates the other three of us is that she's always fucking right. But we won't tell her she's right. We said we was gonna give that to her for her birthday next month because we have
Have the
never
sugar.
told her she was right on a lot of different situations. But she has, but we don't want that head to sweat. You know?
That's it. But yeah, we want
So
to give to friends what
yeah.
they need.
But you
And
don't
I
want
appreciate
head
that.
sweat.
I want to be able to have those people in my life
Yeah.
that really love me.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the truth teller. Sometimes that's the hugger. Sometimes that's just a person to sit there and be quiet. Whatever it is I need, I want to see somebody
That one that
in
give
my
you the
life
evil, or
that
the one that
has it.
gets you the
I
evil
hold on,
eye.
have it's my show, baby. It's my show.
That one over
All right, friends. There's a Michael W. Smith song that says "Friends are friends forever," and I love that song.
Friends, you gotta have them.
Okay.
Have done. Indeed.
Oh,
there.
You gotta have.
they tell me don't put your day job. All right, if you don't have supporters, go out there and make friends. Be the friend first. Be the one that listens. Be the one that gives. Be the one that loves. And you'll be surprised how many friends you get. I want to thank y'all out there. I want to thank y'all in here. Y'all are great. Don't stare at me like that.
Saucy.
About like this.
Sorry.
It's all about, yeah, I like that better. All right. Keep peace, share love, and go out there and have a great weekend. All right. Love y'all.
All right.